Good evening, Third Eye Army.
Yeah. Looks like one person's on so far. 5 likes. Hello,
Welcome
everyone.
to Witchy
Type
Wednesday.
in the little chat that you're here so we know who's here.
And if, for whatever reason, if we have any issues, we will attempt to reconnect. This is something that we plan to do
I
at
just said hi.
most weeks, honestly.
Yeah.
I went ahead and pulled up my little notes. I literally just laid in bed and was like, what have we talked about this week? What do we want to go over, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
So Rosalie says, hola, hey, mama.
Hi.
Serpent Shine. Up. That must be Sarai. Hello, babes. What's up, mamas? I appreciate everybody stopping in. Hopefully we have a better look, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully
No,
it's not just my
like,
eyes like this.
let me show my eye.
Yeah.
Hi, Wendy.
Oh my God, and we can actually both see all the comments. Okay, we're like we're
Isn't
over live Facebook.
YouTube is banging right now. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, we're excited to try other things. People have been doing different shit over the years, and you see them. Everybody has some sort of podcast or some sort of production of some sort. You see them doing it, then you don't see them doing it, then you see them doing it. So we're like, hey, like we've done lives separately, we've done different classes separately and together. We've done all kinds of stuff, uh, you know, either together or separate or with other people, and just group rituals, things like that. So we're hoping to get more of that. If you hear random noises at my house. I finally got
Easy.
yeah, I finally got AC. It's a whole AC and furnace and everything, and it's been a journey to get here. But and so he is by himself moving the washer and dryer back in there. So I'm like, yay, I'm gonna have laundry too. Yeah, so it's been a mess. So I'm pretty excited to get back to normal life. Okay, so I literally sent this to Lori earlier. She didn't even know I wrote this. I said the topic for this week was Yolandas, YOLOs, and Yokin. Now, there's a reason for this. There's been so much going on. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yolanda. Remember I talked about
Yolandas, yes.
little popsicle people? This is Yolanda.
Um,
And she getting some binding. I did some knot spells.
so for everybody who doesn't know, okay, so we do, this is the Third Eye Army. The Third Eye Army is an empath army. We are witches. We are into baneful shit. All right. We like that dark witchy shit that not everybody is into. It turns some people off. But anyway, so it's our thing. The Third Eye Army is really into just growing our gifts and growing our community. So you're gonna see us on different platforms. And the thing about the Third Eye Army is that it's so the digital coven is so big, and we are so I don't want to say like captivating. That's not like really the word, but like you get sucked in. Okay, you get
Like,
sucked in. You enjoy the vibes.
not Salazar. I'm not doing Salazar. It's my Yolanda. My Yolanda that I
No, okay, so it is based off of like Selena, and how there's always going to be people who are close to you who are going to, try to stab you in the back and do some nefarious shit. So, every once in a while they pop up with us, and we weren't going to, announce this person's name or anything like that. But it's just been a big theme of like, dang, how deep did they get in here? So everybody's been doing their cleanses. Lori even warned a few of us last week, like, hey, you guys need to step up your cleanses. You need to make sure that you're doing your thing. So
funny.
if you
I
hear,
give it to everybody else, and then I take the hit.
yeah, you went wild on them. I
If
like
you
that.
don't have this, I would highly suggest getting it. This is Gigi's force field
Oh
oil,
yeah,
protecting the blood.
force field.
Uh,
It smells amazing too.
so yeah, it does actually. I put it on my chest. I did a sigil on my chest with it. So
I love that. I love that. I feel like I had Don't Cross Me and I had a bunch of other ones, but I feel like that one kind of was like a more protective bubble. That's what I was going for. I wanted anything that came your way, like bounce right the fuck back off of you. Let's see. So we had a crazy week. We both had some things where like, man, we just don't feel good. So I kind of Normally we would do readings, we would do advice, we would do all kind of shit like that. But we kind of wanted to just like briefly go over, just various things that we're going through. We want to make sure that this live format was going to work for us. We didn't even really go crazy like pushing it this week. So in the future we are going to start announcing that more, and just getting more into different formats. Sorry, my voice is being weird. I've been laughing a lot, I guess. I don't know, it's been too much laughing and talking. Um, okay. So Witchy Wednesday, you guys have inspired the shit out of me this week. I seen some pretty cool hexes. I seen some cool shit. I was like, okay, I like this. I like there's a few jar spells. I feel like I need to like get pictures of them and be like, okay, so this was an impressive one this week. I feel like I should do that like spell of the week. Who gave me like, the most inspiration for products, or just I like seeing what you guys create. I like seeing the deities that you work with. I like seeing all that. So we're looking forward to seeing what the YouTube witchcraft community really has out there. Because you see some people doing some like baneful work, and you see people in the witchcraft community, maybe they'll show you a lemon hex or whatever. But I'm excited to see what they got. I'm excited to see how the Third Eye Army kind of like fits in there and does their thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Wendy, when she posted, like, when you hear Lori say
Yeah,
two
yeah.
lenses, and then she posted the little book, which I'm trying to find for you guys to upload into the group. It's called a cookbook, and I don't remember off the top of my head who it's by, but I thought that was banging, and it's very hoodoo, like root work practitioner. So like you're going to really tap into your ancestors coming in and like kicking some butt. So uh, yeah, look, keep an eye out on that. Gang's also helping us upload stuff. Thank you, gang, as always.
I seen a comment here. Hi, Nadia. Nadia says, be quiet. Now, I want to caution anyone in the comments on some foolery, okay? Because the Third Eye Army, even though you're not familiar on this platform, on our other platforms, there are at least 40,000 of us, and we all practice some baneful shit. So I want to caution you against, just messing with us, being disrespectful, that sort of thing, because not us, but there are spirits that protect us. There are spirits in the group, in the circle, and they just demand their respect. So I just want to, it's really for your protection, okay? Because the Third Army is very serious about me. They're very serious about Lori. Let's tell them kind of like how we got into the army, because I feel like this is our official like first live on
I
YouTube.
feel like
We
this is
started it last week and
uh,
huh?
like you said, I feel like this is more of our first live because our first live was
Yeah,
kind of over the
was
place.
wonky. We were trying to figure it out. So,
Yeah.
long story short, about 10 years ago, I really pursued what I was supposed to do. I was in media, like radio, television background. But while I was there, I started really understanding my mediumship gifts. Ever since then, I have pursued my purpose. I'm a psychic medium. I'm an activator. I'm a catalyst. I find people when they're changing their life, when they're, risking it all to go after what they really, really want. So over the last 10 years, I have amassed a huge collective of people. And Lori is similar to me. She's done lots of other, um, other hats. You were like a master cosmetologist. You've been like a business manager. You've done just so many things in so many industries, but you had your own journey, towards mediumship. Do you want to tell them a little bit about like how you kind of switched and then like how we met? You know what I mean? So it makes more sense from your standpoint.
So when Gigi's talking about my cosmetology journey, so I've gone through cosmetology school three different separate times. First for aesthetics, which is like skincare, makeup, all the fun spa stuff. So I went through that. Then I went back because at that time that's when the recession hit. So that was like 2007, 2008. So they weren't hiring for people unless you like moved, and I didn't have money to just jump up and move to like Vegas or anything. So um, I decided, all right, I'll give hair a try. So I went back to cosmetology school. I was even bumped up and offered to be a managing cosmetologist license in the state of Ohio. Um, when I was going through my program, I lost my father, and I actually found him when I went to try and go wake him up so he could take me to school because there was a couple of things that happened. that year that kind of like shook me and kind of woke me up. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's when I started to like connect with spirit more. And I was like, okay, this is stuff I believed in when I was a child, but now it's like back in full force. Like, okay, why is this coming back? And as I was actually, I met with a local medium in the Cleveland area, and he's like, "You have gifts." He's like, "I know you want to leave." He's like, "You're gonna find yourself on your journey." So I lived in Arizona for like 8 years. Kind of went on my own journey of opening my gifts, mediumship, and everything of that nature. Found out my empath abilities are like insane. So I have to be mindful on like how I come into rooms and people like just flocking to me in a sense. So once I moved back home, I decided I was gonna just start to kind of do it a little bit more and slowly open myself out of the broom closet, as we like to say. Because my mom married somebody that was of Christian faith and thought, that kind of stuff is the devil. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm here to help people. And so I auditioned for I'm gonna say an audition because it's kind of like an interview audition. You have to read somebody in order to get invited to do these fairs. So I go to my first fair. Everybody's pretty much older than me that I'm sitting like down next to. Then like just right before we're about to get started, Gigi sits down next to me. My whole body just went, thank God. Like somebody like literally my age because it's just so awkward having all these people like you kind of almost feel like you're having imposter syndrome a little bit and
Yeah.
and
Yeah. No, I get it.
yeah
You're like,
so
am I really doing this? Is this who I really am to
yeah
these
I'm
people?
like God
Yeah.
am I really yeah but I mean I was doing it and then just hearing Gigi and her journey and everything and just like seeing like parallels and similarities along our journeys. It was
Yeah.
like, all right, well, we're meant to meet at this time. So,
Yeah.
and then we just kept, like, I kept keeping in touch with her and interacting with her because I'm like, no, there's
And I
something
kept
about
harassing her, like, please don't give up on the army. I know it sounds crazy. No, because it took me 10 years to build us up to like, I don't know, 13, 14,000. And so I kept just telling her and anybody that would listen, like, even though you don't see them, because we were doing inline like live fairs like with each other. I was like, even if you don't see the people like all the time, like they're just like little ghosts online or whatever, like they're real people, like it really does matter. Like that's your community, like go serve them. So I dig it that you kind of decided like, fuck it, what else? What do I got to lose? And I feel like when you make that decision, it's just life changing. The army it's amazing. So I'm excited to be on this journey with you. I feel like there's a lot of different things that we can cover. I feel like it's just the right time to do a lot of different things. So I really vibe with you. I love the mod squad that we have. I love the idea of building up new channels with you on this platform, getting our moderators involved because we have so many people that have specialists, like a serpent shine that is dynamic crystal dragon, that is Sarai. She makes an amazing serpent shine hair serum. She makes a Medusa oil that you can help you channel different deities like Medusa, and I know she's going to make a bunch of other ones as well. So that's why I'm kind of like different deities because I know it's coming. Um, Mela, Crohn's Candles Creations. She makes the most amazing candles you've ever seen. They're so beautiful. They're intentional. They're expensive. Like, get used to paying more for
a
good
lot
quality
of
shit.
time in those, though. Like,
It is what it is.
you guys,
Catherine does Moonlit and Spellbound. She makes huge. You guys haven't even seen it, but it's like a big, ginormous poppet. There's so much just really cool things going on in the army that I'm really excited to share all that with you and conquer another platform. Awesome. Sorry I interrupted you, but I'm like, let me tell them what they
no,
do.
you're good. I'm just even saying, like, on Mellows, like, you guys,
Okay.
it's there. She literally like colors those candles like by hand, and she uses like powders and crystals and stuff, and puts it in those candles. So you're getting like whatever she's doing them custom orders. So whatever you're wanting, she's gonna custom order it for you. And she's gonna make that
Yeah,
for you and
I
what
love that.
you're wanting. And then she's teaching the cord cutting class. Like I'm gonna say it. I did make her do that class because
Yeah.
every time
Own it. You make
cutting
us do
comes
stuff. It's
up,
okay.
cord cutting comes up in the group, I'm like tagging Mella. I'm like at Mella,
Yeah.
Mella.
Yeah.
Like, and
Some
I'm
people, okay, so
because
different witches have different like specialties, guys. They have different gifts that they're good at. Like me in the past, people knew me as the sex and soul witch because I made this oil that helped people find their soulmates and it helped them have babies. Keep it real with you. And they had great sex in between. So I started off like that, and then the army needed help with baneful shit. And I started getting really into like return to senders, mirror boxes, chokies. All right. I create some diabolical shit. All right. Tell them about like, okay, so I need everybody to understand that when you're in your alignment process, go through lots of different things that are like good for you and good for your craft, and they teach you things, but they're not quite what you're supposed to be doing. So I need you to explain to them what the original idea was for
okay,
powders, and
yeah,
then how everything kind of evolved into what it is now, because I feel like it's very organic, original, and it's like perfect for you. You know, and I got to tell everybody about Catherine what she's
no,
doing, because
you're fine.
I feel like being organic, original, and being like true to yourself and your gifts, I feel like that's what really aligns you. So tell us like how that all came about.
So when I was working at the metaphysical shop, um, we had vendors that would make stuff for like for whatever craft that we were looking for. But some of these vendors would take forever to make their stuff, and like people are requesting it, and it's like, dude, get on your shit, like get this in the freaking
Yeah.
store. Like, what's taking you so long? So I was just like one day looking, and I was looking at chalk, and I was like, ooh, chalk
Right.
sigils, magic chalk. Like
Yeah. Hell yeah.
there is already like the name magic chalk, but like as not magic, it's the kid chalk. But I'm like,
Right.
if you put like herbs, crystals, other things, and you use that chalk to write intentions on whatever it is you need to do, and
Yeah.
if you need to wipe it up, you can easily wipe it up. But at that moment, if you need it, it's there for you. So I
Yeah.
was
For like drawing circles or sigils or anything like that for your craft.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was originally thinking. So I did buy a mold or two to try and like do to make
Like mold them up. Yeah. Certain
make
shapes.
these freaking chalk things. And the first one was like protection because I'm big on protection because that's first and foremost. Like I was always taught, like you got to make sure you protect on anything that you do, either divination, magic, whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to make this damn freaking chalk and it's not coming together. So all of a sudden, Spirit yells at me, "Powder! Let's make a powder,
Oh yeah.
powder!" And I'm like, "Okay." Oh, and then like I saw a little like powder like bottle, and I was like, "All right, I see you." To make like small 1 ounce ones, and then the bigger 3 ounce ones later on, because I'm like, you can accidentally like dump a bunch out at once. But yeah, then I got like more and more um, open to like different things. I'm like, okay, what's the main things that people are usually wanting to utilize tools for? I was like,
Yeah.
okay, protection, love, and then I started to tap into the baneful, and that was like making my own version of a hot foot powder, and a lot of those names and stuff for my um, powders are either songs or like something from a movie, like a line from a movie. So they're just very strong and enforced. Like "Welcome to My Nightmare" is an Alice Cooper song.
Oh yeah.
I always thought of like Freddy Krueger, like in that sense. But that was actually Catherine that inspired me to do the Nightmare Powder. We were talking about the Sandman and
Yeah.
like just like dream work, and we're like,
I
all
don't
right,
think people know. I don't think people really like. Some people don't remember their dreams. I feel like a lot of. I think
and
dream work is
people
just
remember their
slept on in
nightmares.
general.
Their nightmares. Those are fucking.
Yeah, I feel like it's just slept on in general as far as like dream work and like how it can help your craft and all different types of things. So I like that you guys collaborate on that. And we had kind of been making like similar products at the same time for different but similar reasons. Because I remember at the time you made the nightmare powder, we were like all obsessed with poppy seeds. Like our chat, like every other day was like, "Did you know you can use
Yep.
poppy seeds for this? Did you know you can use them for that?"
Yep.
So I was
Lithium.
looking. I was looking to hide. Okay. Oh, by the way, hey Latanya, hey everybody. I appreciate Amari and everybody stepping in and hanging out with us. But yeah, so we're obsessed with poppy seeds, and I can't hide shit from the army, even though like I have protection set up, and I just try to keep you guys out of my business. We're too fucking connected, and you just know all my juicy details. You know too much, all right? So I made conceal and reveal, which was a way for me to like hide what the hell I was doing and to reveal anybody that was messing with me or messing with us that we needed to like, hide from. So it was like a dual purpose. Hide from me, reveal you. So I feel like we made that like right around the same time. So I like that everybody's in our circle kind of picks up on things. It might take us a couple of weeks before it hits everybody. It has to hit everybody individually. And then we start comparing notes. Once we start comparing notes, like you're fucked, bro. Like I'm just saying, like everybody goes through their own shit. We live our own lives. We try to not that we try to hide shit from people, but we try to keep our vibes to ourselves if we're like suffering. It just is what it is. But every once in a while, we just all are like, okay, like we're fucked up. What's going on here? So I like that we compare notes and we have dreams. We'll have dreams about each other. We have lots of signs and symbols that let us know, like we got to put in some work. So I love that about us. I feel like we are in a, I don't want to say like a sweet spot or anything, but I feel like there is way more to come. And I'm excited with like the six of us that I have. I'm really like excited about everybody's like future and what they're doing, where they're going, how they add to us. And I like to, I'm excited. I want to do that like triple the amount of people. I want to have like 18 motherfuckers. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so cool. Like, I can't wait to just tap in with you just to see what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, it's all about being inspired in your craft. Because craft is life, is how I look at it. I want to talk to you guys about just some like things we have coming up. Like I know you had mentioned the cord cutting class that's on August 22nd with Mother Mella. If you want to DM her or talk to her or anything like that, you can
There's a
find our
few
Facebook
spots
group.
left, so because there's
Huh?
20 seats, then so there's
There's
only
only 20 seats too. All you guys are getting on the shit. Sarai says, I love your powders. My go-to is protect and deflect, but I want them all. Hell yeah, dude. Me too. I have a few of them. Oh my God. I woke up one day and I have a 3-year-old and she had powder all over everything. And I'm like, oh man. And I was hoping it wasn't like the fucking wet powder. So we were okay after that. So I think it was the right one.
good.
But yeah, I'm like,
Good.
man, we need to.
Probably. That was
Oh,
the
she
first
took
time
the
I
little
got
stickers
found out.
off. So I didn't know what it was. So we're just gonna hope. No, stop.
She's got her own.
Um,
She's gonna sprinkle the
But
food.
yeah, if you guys want to sign up for that class, there's only 20 spots for that. But and like you said, you made Mela teach it, you know, and that's what we needed.
Yep. Just like there's a certain somebody in here that needs to teach an egg cleansing class.
Hell, hell yeah. You're not talking about me, are you?
Me, Sarai.
Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna like, no, she knows so much damn shit. Yeah, and that was the last part about the yolk in it. Sometimes you just gotta break it down and whip out the eggs, okay? And don't ever let anybody do Olympia on you and they only use one egg. Like, what the? Let me stop. Stop. That's another topic. That's another day. After that, we have August 22nd. This is Mother Mella. That is cord cutting class. We have a road opener ritual. The road opener ritual. Okay, so we run our Facebook group on. We run our witchcraft group, our digital witchcraft group, witchcraft fuck around and find out. We run that on Facebook. We will go over to other platforms, but honestly, we got like 40,000 witches over on Facebook, which is bullshit every day. So we're kind of content with how that is. But at the same time, they voted. We vote every month, every other month, whenever we want to do a ritual, we vote. And this time we voted for a road opener ritual so we could start to fall off strong and then, go about money, whatever you want to do after that. That is September 19th. That's going to be me, Lori, all the mods, all of you, whoever sign up. I forgot to write down all the information like for that because me and you have just been doing so much this week that we really didn't plan on like doing too much this live. So a lot of it was just reminders and just checking in with
Okay.
everybody, making sure
Going
everything
back to
works.
talking into it a little bit. So there's 3 tiers for this ritual. So first tier is $11, and that's just to participate in the actual ritual itself. So if you wanted to do your own thing and just be a part of the live, enjoy the energy, or if you've never been a part of our life and you just want to see how things go, like join it. $11. That's first tier. Second
Heck yeah.
tier is when we do a petition specifically for you on what it is that you're trying to open. And now it has to be one thing. I'm sorry. We always have to focus on one thing because if you try to give me like 20 things, nah, dude. Like, like it. the road opener rituals, like we've been prepping already. Like we've already got like what we're starting to order our stuff. Mella's sending us candles specifically for this ritual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's sending all of us a specific candle for it. So petitions for that. I know I'm taking my petitions and giving it to the large Ganesha statue at Goddess Elite. So those
Hell
petitions
yeah.
are going to that huge, and then of course I'm giving money to Ganesha. Take care of this. Remove those blocks, roads, open, obstacle.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
gonna go out to road. I just haven't decided to wear it because I live in a whole new area.
yeah.
And so I'm like, ooh, where's I'm gonna get in?
Where do I get to go? So that one is $22. Sorry. So we kind of go like we kind of do like angel numbers with our things. So 11,
Mhm.
22, and then 33 for again for all three of those basically. So participating, petition, and then we also do where we mention your name in the ritual itself. So we usually say blah 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 is here to open the road for wealth,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. Whatever it is that you were looking for, you mention your name so that it is brought in. And it's kind of almost like a prayer or a chant so that we are putting that energy out there. So that's $33. All the information is located in the events tab under our Facebook page. You can see everything. And we are being a little bit more particular about things because I always seem to get hit at the last minute with
Yes.
that has to deal with rituals or like classes or any workshops. You guys hit me literally the day before or the day of. Like,
Yeah.
please try not to because we are doing an additional charge. We're
Yeah.
charging $5 day off. If you come at me day of, we're charging you an additional $5. And then for
Inflation, baby.
Yep. And then for anybody that's is paying us on certain platforms and isn't using like friends and family or whatnot, you are getting charged an additional as well because those fees hit us. And
Yeah.
and yeah,
And there's 6 of the mods
that we have to
that like
put
really
that
go
on.
above and beyond that. So we got to make sure that everybody is getting treated equally and that we're doing our best to just have good energy and have the best products and stuff for you guys. Cause we go above and beyond some shit. Like when Lori said she's gonna go over and see the Ganesha statue, like that's like a 7-foot statue. You gotta drive at least half an hour there, half an hour back. And that's not even talking about your offerings, your time and energy for that. And she's doing that for us. And gang visits all kinds of shrines and cemeteries and people just do all types of different things when they're talking about road openers or just in general. We have a lot of different cultures in our circle, in our digital coven. So we like to honor those. We like to see people doing all different types of stuff. You will see people tap in with us from other parts of the world. You might see somebody who's like at 3 a.m. or like real tired, but they're tapping in from Austria. We don't know. So we just like to see what they do with their craft. We just want to be excited because at the end of the day, it's all about, we won't even realize it, but it really is about changing the future. Because if you're walking around apathetic and unhappy with what you're doing, if you don't have direction, with what, go see your daddy. Yeah, go see your daddy.
Oh, broken. How? Oh no.
No, she's fine. No, it's like I can't seem to get this office space. Like what it needs to be. And it's like with everything being moved around, I got a dehumidifier in my oil closet. All right. Remember I told you they jacked my stuff up. So what was supposed to help me, I ended up letting my bed my basement twice. And in that process, that's like my office space. So I've had to move everything around and clean it a whole bunch of times. So yeah. So I'm not able to like, it's funny, we have this like drain, like like it's a mess. Yeah. So I can't shut my door and hide from her, damn it. Normally I just shut the door and lock it. But right now I can't hide from her. So she comes in here to tell me, P, like I know we're potty training you. We will help you, but like, girl,
Well,
like,
she's
go find your daddy. He's out there.
good. Well, at least she's doing that though.
Oh yeah, she's doing really well. I'm excited to just like watch my kids grow. I like seeing how psychic they are. I have so many just stories that you guys wouldn't even believe. Like that, and other people know that when you're raising, like my mom, she knew I had a gift when I was born, just because my family we're gifted people. It just travels down the line of us. But yeah, so growing up, she just kind of let me do what I need to do. And I love seeing the feralness of my kids and just seeing their gifts at work. So I'm excited to work with you guys to see what we can accomplish in the future because a lot of people thinking the same thing makes a lot of shit happen. We can manifest shit quicker with each other, and we are the change that we want to see. So I'm gonna quit harping on that. What other news do we have? So we had road opener. We talked about cord cutting. So if you're in Northeastern Ohio or Ohio, because I'm in Mid Ohio, that's where 3 out of our 6 mods live. We live in the Midwest, and there is a pagan pride event. What weekend is that again?
August 15th, 16th, and 17th.
In
Whatever.
Bedford. Okay.
16th, 17th. Like I know Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
Yeah,
that
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's in Bedford, Ohio. It's like huge. If you are a witch in that area and you want to find some people, we plan to go out there. I'm not sure if we're going to go Saturday or Sunday. There's another festival,
depends on the
Romanian
weather.
festival for you. And I know you're deep into, uncovering your mysticism with your Romanian heritage. So whatever works for you works for me. But yeah, so we'll be out there sometime. Oh, and there's just a few other things I want to mention. So people have been harassing us for years to sell to you guys. They want to pay us to sell to you. Like I'm gonna keep it 150 with you. All right. They want to pay us to sell to you. All right. And we've always been kind of like, ew, no, like suffer with us. Like come in these comments, like build relationships with people, understand what the army needs from you. It's not about just selling shit to you. But sometimes they have some good stuff. Sometimes they're really amazing readers. And so we're looking into expanding and accepting other like approved vendors or businesses, whatever you want to call them, approved readers. Um, but that's up to you guys. Like we follow your lead. So if you're like, no, we don't want that right now, we're like, okay, cool. Or a lot of you it back, we just did a poll. I think it closed that you guys said you wanted it, but you want it with rules. Okay. So we're going to start bringing a freebie Friday to you sometime whenever the hell we get to it. My new phrase is when I get damn good and ready. All right. It just is what it is. It's a lot of you and like 6 of us. And there's other groups out there, other digital covens that are big, and they might have more of us, they might have less than us, and they'll have like 20 admin. And we're like, for what? We can get a lot of shit done with just these, 6 magnetic, magical women. So just expect more polls to know what you want, where you want to go, how we can help you with your craft. Expect more forums, or we just straight up ask you, like, what do you want? Who do you want to see? Do you want us to help you with this, that, and the other? So expect that shit. And just chances to talk to us, to open up with us. We're gonna hold more um just live chat forums so you guys can tell us what's up with you, how we can help you, what you're interested in. Because things change. Sometimes a movie comes out or a fad comes by or witch talk gets you, lit about something and you want to just explore some shit. A lot of us came together because we wanted to talk about some baneful shit. We wanted to talk about sex magic and obsession oils and blood magic, hexes and curses and shit that other people they don't want to talk about that shit. They don't even want us to know about it, but we do, and we talk about it. And there's a bunch of reasons why, but I'm going to boil it down to this. Some of us need to heal, and some of us can't heal while our perpetrators are out there just perpetrating. Okay. So if you're one of those people who just feel like you can't move on in life until you learn how to hex a motherfucker, you want your retribution, you want your vengeance, like we support that shit. Okay. And if at the end of the day you do all this shit and you know, you think, man, none of that shit worked. Uh, maybe it was you, maybe it was them, or maybe it was just part of the journey. All right. So I always like to tell people, like, this is a journey. It's going to take you here, there, and everywhere. But I'm going to get off my soapbox. I have hit, I think, I had like a bunch of a bunch of bullet points.
You're like boom,
I'm
boom,
like, I'm
boom,
going to keep
boom,
it
boom, boom.
short, in case we get into other topics, because we do that. And yes, Sarai, you do need to teach an egg cleansing or a limpia class. As it's known, it is an amazing thing to help just do for spiritual hygiene. I think we should do like our first 2 or 3 like classes on spiritual hygiene and just ways to keep that shit up because too many of us interact online or interact socially without maintaining those boundaries, the energetic boundaries between the people. It's
Or we get stuck in our ways.
gross.
That's the thing too. When you're stagnant, and that
Yeah.
stagnant, like they break through it. They're like, all right, well, we know you have these XYZ walls, but they're the same walls, so we're gonna break through it. You can try doing protection. Sometimes having those same protections over and over, it's like almost like a computer with a password. you have the same password on all different platforms.
Yeah, gotta
Somebody
try new
hacks
shit.
it, they're gonna get into everything because you use the same password on everything. So it's the same thing. Sometimes you have to switch protections up. You have to figure out different ways to do cleansing and so on and so forth. And it can be
Always.
draining, but guess what? Learn it. I promise
If
you,
you're
it
not feeling
helps you a long
haunted or
time.
tired after something, you didn't do it right. Somebody's like, "Oh my god, I feel so haunted now." I'm like, "Congratulations, that's
Right.
great." Now you let me know when it gets too much and you got to remove it. Then I know exactly where you're at in your craft. It happens. If you're not haunting yourself, if you haven't picked up a few things, I'm down your level of commitment here. All right. I'm just being funny. Autumn says her work, she said mine worked, but I feel like I need more hexing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Little devil emoji. I'm with it. Rosalie says it's a good idea for us to do spiritual hygiene. And she says it's genuinely a good idea for us to do it. So I like that. I feel like that's something that like before you throw them in a jar, you should, maybe you want to do that side. Maybe you do want to sell a circle. Maybe you want to like rub your whole self down in some, frankincense and myrrh, something like that. A lot of people do shit differently. So I feel like also exploring other cultures and the way they do it, um, you know, I think it's the way to go. So did you have anything else that we don't think that we covered in our like shortened segment this week?
No, I think you covered everything that we are
Yes.
forward with. Like I said, we said just keep an eye on things in group. Like try
Yeah.
and try to interact in the group like once a week so that you're seeing the stuff in the algorithm. Because I know Facebook keeps getting messed with the algorithm and like
Yeah.
aren't seeing posts and stuff. But like check those tabs. Check the feature tab. Check the events tab. Check
Oh
the
yeah.
files tab. The albums tab. We're always adding
And
stuff.
if we tell you we're gonna go try it on another platform and you're on that platform, like follow us. We want to see what you're doing too, because a lot of you guys got a shit ton of followers on TikTok. And Lori knows how TikTok can grow, 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 grow. And then you must take a step back. And
I'm
all of a
not
sudden you're
gonna
like
lie, I
in
haven't.
that algorithm,
I'm not
the
gonna
one
lie.
you're not being seen in. Yeah, but we're gonna work on it. We're gonna attack it on different fronts. And at the end of the day, we still got 40,000 of y'all that we will be tapping in with. It doesn't matter what platform, because at this point, you just feel us in your brains. That is what it is.
Exactly. All right. Well, does anybody have any like questions on anything that we've chatted about, or just in general? If you got a
Oh
question
yeah,
to ask, that's what kind of this whole thing was about too.
yeah. That's one of those things. It's like you're all gung ho to do something, and then last minute everything goes left. And when you're in our field, a good vibe and good energy is key. So we may have every intention, like, yeah, we're about to do this 2-hour marathon. And then, the day beforehand, I might fall over and just not feel good. So I'm always telling people, like, you got to just be mindful of where you're at. Not all of us, we can't go, go, go all the time. Like, I'm not go, go magic bitch. I mean, I wish I was, but,
Go
you
Gadget.
know,
We're Inspector Gadget. That's all I thought of in my head.
this one's not gonna, she's not gonna go away.
I
That's,
know what
well,
I
she ain't my,
do.
that's my wishling. I'm,
Laura,
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna let the interweb see you yet. You're just too
it's
beautiful. Not
over.
that.
Her
Yes,
hair
you do.
eyes.
My goodness.
I can see her.
My goodness. I'm gonna get off of here, guys, so I can go mom it up
I'm
before
a
she goes to sleep.
baby.
She literally was putting a blanket over her daddy, like night night, and I'm like, no, he needs to stay up. So I guess I
That
don't want us to sleep yet, kid.
was sweet of her to try and tuck him in, though.
Yeah, I know. And I looked at him and was like, oh my god, are we getting to the point in our lives where like our little kids are tucking us in for bed? Like,
She was being
I
sweet.
don't know. I'm
You
confused
know,
on what world I live in, but whatever.
like, you go night night. You're okay.
Like, yeah, I know, right? No, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to unless like he is in there,
Well,
like just snuggled up
yeah,
with her, like that. They're sleeping buddies. I don't even care at this point.
that's
I'm like,
daddy.
I'll get in there.
Yep. No, daddy's girl.
Whatever.
You got your little one that likes to you. Your clinger.
Oh my god! Everybody has a twin of themselves, and if they don't, I'm like, man, Don't start clicking my buttons, dude. No, no. Oh, you're not clicking my button, and she's going.
Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-uh.
Turd.
All
Just
right.
straight turd. All right,
Well,
my loves. I will see you later.
bye.
Bye.